can you do to make sure your child is seated safely in your vehicle? Hi, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo, here with some very important information. Please welcome Technician 2 Nick Baskerville from the Prince William County Department of Fire and Rescue. Nick, thank you for joining us.
And thank you for having me.
Child passengers, I mean, there's always something to be cognizant of, whether it's their age or their weight, what kinds of seats they're in. Give us a few safety tips that you know are really important for us to know.
So one thing, kids are not little people. They have their own specialized needs, and that's where the safety seats come in. They're made for all the different ages and sizes. Fortunately, the amount of deaths from car crashes for children is on the decline. Unfortunately, it's still the highest reason for death in kids for age of 12 and under.
Okay, and that's because of where they're seated in the car or how they're seated?
Sometimes it's both. When we talk about the car safety seat program, one of the sections we talk about is selecting, making sure you've got the right car seat for the kid. And that right car seat varies. It's however it fits and however you're going to use it properly. The next part is that location. Recently, my wife had rented a minivan, and I had to ask her the question, how many people are you going to be taking with you regularly? Because that'll change where you can put the seat so everyone can fit in there effectively.
It seems like it's almost an overwhelming decision that every parent has to go through because, like you said, there's so many different safety seats to choose from. What are the age and weight restrictions that we need to keep in mind?
So know that everyone, all kids under 12 need to be in some sort of child safety seat, whether it be a booster seat, regular seat, or some seat like that. When it comes to rear facing, the child needs to be at least 1 year old and needs to meet the weight of the manufacturer, normally around 22 pounds. We encourage people to keep the kid there at least up to 2 years or for however long they can actually sit that way.
And there are people that will inspect the installation of the safety seat, correct?
Yeah, absolutely, and those people wear a uniform just like mine. Here in Prince William County Department of Fire and Rescue, we have people who spend a week-long class being car seat technicians, who take in all this information. Not only can they help you understand what to do, but it can actually show you the steps you need to take on your own to make sure that your child's safe.
Talking about steps, what are the 5 steps for car seat use?
Well, you're going to have the selection part, just like we talked about, picking it out. Then you're going to have the direction. When do you actually make that change from forward-facing to rear-facing? Then there's going to be location, trying to figure out, again, where it's going to be at. The installation part comes from our technicians as they help show you how to do it, and then you do it on your own on a regular basis. And then the final one is going to be, begins with an H.
Making sure they're belted in is also important.
Harness.
Harness, okay.
There we go. Some of these steps are so ingrained in me, trying to remember them all broken out is a bit difficult, but that harnessing part, and this is a huge thing, it's great to have all that set there, but if you don't have them snug in there properly, you're still not going to get the full effect of safety from that seat.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, and I hope everybody takes your advice and makes sure we're all securely belted in our vehicles.
Oh, thank you.
You've just heard from Technician 2 Nick Baskerville from the Prince William County Department of Fire and Rescue. Thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Elena Russo.